A long, long time ago, before the main Hawaiian Islands as we know it existed, when Ni'ihau and Kaua'i were first being birthed out of this ocean, this group of Asian rose finches just kind of like found themselves blown over here. This one family, one group of ohana that just kind of like flew over, was able to become over 50 different types of honey creepers. Without the trees and without the forest and the flowers, the birds wouldn't have been able to survive, find food, even find a home. But without the birds to be able to keep moving these plants around and pollinating, the plants would have been able to survive and continue to call Hawaiʻi home.
Normally, this forest would be just like alive with bird song, and you would just hear all the birds singing everywhere, but now it's so quiet. Yeah. Even just from last year, and I only started on this project last year, it seems a lot more quiet. It's a weird feeling.
Around the early 1940s to 60s, it was really identified that mosquitoes were a problem for the honey creepers. And mosquitoes in themselves aren't bad, it's just they're really good vectors of diseases. And for like our EEV, one bite from an infected mosquito, 90% chance that it's going to perish.
We talk about le hali'a, we talk about those fond memories that go into something, le hali'a. And gathering specialty items to put in the le that stand for certain kind of things like family, love, lehua, blossoms, those kind of things. In this case, I'm making this le basically for my brother. We're using the old traditional philosophy of how every single ingredient has the meaning, the special meaning. People forget. You know, our ohana, not too much people make this kind of lazy anymore. That's why it's important you learn how to remember what they stand for, why you need them, and why you need a aliʻi. Remember now, you need a aliʻi. It reminds you too, not only of hardship, but the strength that you need to withstand these harsh times. There you go. Okay, so now that you guys get that thing going, now I can continue finishing this part. You see how it's coming, right? You see that? Yeah, just small kind kawaii iki, yeah? Yeah, when I go like this, I smell him and I look at him, I see his face, you know. I see his face. My brother, he so much loved these kind of ladies. Yeah.
Is there a risk of these plants disappearing if the birds disappear?
There's a risk of everything disappearing.
If we start losing more and more plants, then our connection to the past will also be lost. People will chant a chant and say names of things that they won't know what that is. And if it's a bird, or if it's an insect, or if it's a plant, and they've gone extinct, that connection with the past will go. It's the same as if the language itself completely disappears. connection with Hawaiians today with their ancestors will also disappear.
This is a part of resisting extinction. Keeping these traditions is all about resisting extinction. That's why when you look at it, you see that. You see the blood of the people, the blood of the ohana, the strength and perseverance in the different types of plants that stands for. The pukeave, the ancient peoples, our ohana, withstanding to hard times. This is us. We're resilient people. We're still here.
We know these birds have survived millennia. We know that they can do so much if we were just able to also help them. So not only are all of us in Ahui Manu working, whether it's doing mosquito research or just being an advocate for birds, we wanted to do a little bit more. So we came together and we were like, okay, every Akua moon for like 3 to 4 months, we would just remind the Manu that we called upon in that Oli that we are here. You know, we want you to be pa'a, we want you to be grounded, but we also want you to have lots of babies, and we want you to be able to like refill the forests again, and just like really calling to them like, sorry, don't worry, it's okay, you know, we're doing everything that we can, and then, you know, just hang on just a little bit more, and you know, just also dreaming into the future that they will be so abundant again, that some of the cultural practices that can't be done because they're so limited, like taking feathers, or even for some of the birds that were so abundant that you could like eat a couple, and you know, it wasn't going to decimate their populations or anything, but just being like dreaming that, you know, dreaming for that future and hoping to like dream with them to that future and bring them along there.